Hey guys, I wanted to make a quick video on what you need to do once you start getting responses inside of BILT, right? Lots of you guys are just letting the responses stack up. We're not handling them correctly. So I wanted to make you guys like a refresher here to kind of understand what is going on. First off, if you haven't gone through the video that is in the optional power-ups, understand how LOIs are sent and see what happens next. We'll be adding this video right below this one as well once it is done. But this is a longer video. I get that. You guys don't want to watch a 30-minute video. So I'm going to make this as short as possible. When people respond to your LOIs, you still have to do stuff in this system. This is where the human touch comes into play, right? Our system will generate the LOIs, will follow up for you. They'll show up in the offer follow-ups. If they don't respond, they'll show up over here. Your goal is to dispo them accordingly when they do respond. For example, this contact right here. Okay, cool. What did they respond? Well, let's open it up and let's see. Because what we need to be doing is two things. We need to be marking these conversations as read, but also at the same time, we need to be dispoing it accordingly along the pipeline. So if I take a look at this one right here, what does it say? Send your offer to seller. Seller isn't interested, or send your offer to a seller. Okay, so they're not interested. Lovely. Rejected. Okay, that's fine. So in this instance, it's very simple. We can either A, do it through the opportunity card, view the opportunity, and we can move this to the rejected stage by clicking there and clicking on update. That's one method. The other method would be while you're inside the actual pipeline itself, you could do the same thing, right? Here, let me make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see. So while we're inside the pipeline, you can click on that lead and you can mark them as rejected, which this one already is, or you can drag it to the offer rejected. Now, this will automatically move in a second, but essentially what you want to do is go through these, and because these are supposed to be your most priority, if your most priority is just piling up, right, and we're not keeping ourselves organized, let alone if I go to the conversations tab and there's 134 results of unread, this looks like your spam inbox on your personal email, where you have a bunch of spam emails nonstop, it keeps going in there and you don't go through your email inbox, right, and you just kind of let things stack up, right? If I go to my personal email or if I go to my business email, I want to see 0 at all times unless there's something I am working on, right? A conversation that I haven't responded to yet. But if I start seeing 134 results, let alone this will stack up and this will start going to thousands, by the way. Instead, if I go to a cleaner account, even though they're still not dispoing their responses, at least if I go to their conversations, they don't have anything unread, which means they're going through all of them, right? They've been through 2,300 results, for example, on this account, and they've been marking them at read over time. What does this allow you to do? It allows you to prioritize anything that comes into the unread section as priority. Hey, we need to respond to this. But if we leave them all like this, that means we haven't responded to them. We haven't dispoed them accordingly. We haven't moved them along the pipeline. Like, what are we doing here? Right? Like, oh, this person responded. You never did respond to these questions. What are we doing here, guys? Like, why aren't we answering questions for our sellers, right? Like, this is on you guys. You guys need to go through here and kind of go through this one by one. This is the most common thing that I'm seeing inside of BILT right now is all you newcomers are not organizing yourselves, keeping yourselves with a proper workflow, right? Number one priority in your system, conversations. Keep them empty. Keep them as empty as possible, right? If there's 1 or 10 in there, that's fine. That's not the end of the world. You're working on those deals. But we need to keep them clean so we know what's priority. How do we know when someone responds if everything here is unread? Like, it's going to keep stacking, right? And you're going to get more and more responses as you send more offers. Same thing goes for right here. Like, again, what's our priority? Like, some of these need to be moved to in negotiations because there's nothing in negotiations at the moment. Some of these need to be moved to offer rejected. Some of them need to be long-term follow-up. For example, agents every 2 weeks, sellers every 45 days. Like, it will not trigger, right? Like the one that we just moved to rejected will now trigger an automation that will send them our discount offer if they haven't gotten it already, right? And at the same time, if they've already gotten it, then it'll put it in a long-term follow-up. But if we're not moving them and we're just letting them stack here, we're not letting the system continuously follow up. So again, I just wanted to give you guys a refresher of what you guys need to be doing inside the system, right? Just because there's a response doesn't mean we're just going to let it go. You still need a human touch. We need to be calling them. We need to be reevaluating deals, sending contracts to all of these. If someone responds to you and it's not a rejection 100%, you know, fuck you, stop contacting me, but we need to be responding. Like this one right here. I will check with the seller. Okay, cool. Well, this is not a no, guys. Like, we need to be working on these leads. Get on a phone call. Handle objections. If they have a question about subject to, seller finance, hybrid deals, whatever, if you're doing something like a novation, anything along those lines, right? Maybe you need to handle some objections. Go through these, right? Oh, here's another rejected. Again, highest and best offer. They rejected our offer. Okay, cool. We'll move, if they've already got the highest and best offer, move it to the past follow-up / nurture, right? Now, long-term follow-up will continue with them. When nobody says we have to make a deal out of every single one of these leads, we already know that 90% of them are not going to be positive. We just need to make sure we're keeping ourselves organized so we're always focusing on only the most important ones. I hope that helps, guys. If you guys have any questions, just reach out to our support team. We'll help you out. But in the meantime, you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.